Hello and welcome to my first video on how to sign up for the CA Life License online course. This video, it's basically my experience as a new recruit to go through the online registration process. And because the whole WFG business is about sharing, I want to share my experience just so you too can learn from it. To get started, I'm looking at an email that my upline has sent to me. And as you can see, this email has been sent from PrimeShare because PrimeShare allows him to know when I start the process. So when I will click on view message and reply, it will send him a notification that I'm currently working on my registration. This enables him to maybe call me if I need any help, or maybe he can know that I'm currently doing the registration at this point in time, and he'll be expecting that I may also call him if I have any questions. So let's get started. First, I'll click on the view message and reply button, and this will allow me to see what he has sent to me as materials that I need for my registration. And here I see that there's an attachment called CA licenses. I'm going to click on it, and then when I click on it, it opens up in a new window, and I have CA licensing. When I click on that, I have 5 files that he has sent, and these are files that will help me understand two things. One is the registration process, and then two, the documents that I need to complete the registration process. So first we'll click on the enroll for licenses and schedule tests. So this is basically the steps that he has, and the steps here, there are 4 steps. So first is to follow the instructions to enroll, and then the second is to click on test teacher's website to access the link. And then after you enroll, there's an instruction that we will follow to get the courses themselves. So remember, these are the courses that we need to learn on how to become licensed. And then finally, we'll also go to the PSI web link to sign up for the test and then eventually take the test. So let's get started. So here we have a PDF file that has key facts for 2015, and then we have teachers online info. I'll just click on one of these files so you can see what the content of the file is. When I click on teachers info, teachersonline.com, and here is really the steps to enroll. So this is a PDF file that you can also email to someone who is about to do the same thing I'm doing, and then they can follow the steps and also be satisfied. So let's get started. So the first thing here is to go to the testteachersonline.com/WFG site. And my upline has also provided that bookmark for me. I'm going to click on that. But before I do that, you will see something special about this PrimeShare thing that he's using is that he can tell how many times I've seen each of the links that he sent. You can see, this one I've seen it 4 times. And also he has not allowed any actions for me on the files that he has shared. So I cannot download, I cannot forward, I cannot copy. All I can do is just use the files here, and he knows that I'm actually using the files, right? He can add or remove content here anytime. But let's get started on our goal. So I'm going to click on the Teachers Online website to start my registration process for the exam, and it says view bookmark. So let's do that together. I'm very excited by this opportunity, and I look forward to making some money, but most importantly to help families get a better end of life and then also make money in the process. So the first step here is you can see that it's well organized in steps. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, but it's very easy, right? So it's really an easy process to complete. So first you search your upline by his email address or his last name. And so here what I will do, I'll put his last name. And then I click on search. Perfect. So here you have a drop down that appears, and in this drop down I will select his name. The list may be different from you depending on who your upline person is, and if your manager is not selected, you can click on not listed. You have other options, but in this case I will select his name, that's his last name, and now put my email. I'll just put some email, my email at yahoo.com, and then my WFG agent code. This code is a code that is given to you when you sign up for WFG. If you don't have your code, or if you've forgotten what your code is, you can call or talk to your manager, your upline person, and he can help you give that code, right? So this, for example, is something that now that he knows that I'm currently doing this registration, he may be expecting I may call and say, oh, what is my agent code? You can also get your agent code by going to the my.wfg website, and you can sign in and then get your agent code from there as well. But this is something that was provided to you when you sign in originally for WFG. You were assigned an agent code. And then next, we will select the state. So we live in California, so we will select California as a state. For you, your state may be different depending on where you are. And then you have to choose what type of course you want to register for. In this video, we'll focus on the insurance. You can also do security at some point in the future, but we want to just focus on insurance for now, which is all you need to get started. So I click on search, and then this will pull up a list of the trainings that you need to complete. And the specific one that you need to complete to get started is a 32-hour California live course, right? So this is the 32-hour California live course. So I select it. You can see the checkbox is selected here. And then what I'll do next is I'll just click on next step. So remember the 5 steps we had at the top. So now this takes up to step 2. Step 2 really is a suggestion for you to get hard copies of the program that you want to go through. But most people like myself, again, I'm just also doing this for the first time, we will do it online. I just want to do it online. I don't want to have them to ship me any books, which is also a little bit more expensive. So if you don't want to buy any of this hardware, you don't have to. You can skip this section, which is what I'm doing. I haven't chosen any of the options at this point, so I just click on next. And this will take me to step 3, which is a summary of the order that I'm submitting for my exam. And here I'm doing the California Live only cram course and course route. It's a 32-hour California Live course, and it's $29, $29.99, right? So it's really cheap to get started. That's all you need. Now I click on next step. And next step here is really just to fill in your information, to say who you are. Actually, it does populate your agent code for you, and you have here password. You can use any password here you want. You can use the password. You can type confirm your email. So I put my email at this.com. Just fill in your information here, date of birth and all that. I'll just put some information here so we can move forward with this. Password, but not a password. Just make sure they're the same. And then first name, put my first name, and last name, my last name. I wish my names were really like that. That's fun, right? So now my date of birth, I can choose, but you make sure you use your right date of birth. But it's just a sample video. Maybe I should choose an interesting date. Let me see here. So I'm going to choose my date of birth to be. I would choose. Well, let me choose when. Let me see here. I'll just choose a date. Oh well, I'll just choose this one. 75. I like 5s. Social security number. You put your social security number. So that, and then last 4 digits of your social will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here you have your address as well. My street. You put the right information here, my zip code, and it will populate the city for you, right? So this is San Jose, California. My phone number. So you put a phone number, and then you can also allow to just copy that over. You click certificate of completion of address is the same as above, so we'll copy that over here for you. And I believe we have all we need to go to the next step, right? So we have, and again, I'm just using a sample data here, just so you can see what the forms are and the steps, but this is really very straightforward. It's a question that you can fill in with your information. And I'm going to click on next and hope it works. Okay, it does actually. So now we're on step 5, which is billing and shipping information. This is when you actually pay for the registration, right? So you put your billing information can be the same as I had over there, and then now you just select the card that you want to use. You put a card number. So here I can put some card number. You may not accept it because it's a fake card number. You put your card number. I'll just make it with a sample, and then you put the code. and you can put your email here. Yeah, where did it come? And then, most importantly here, you just select all the things that you accept to the terms, like this one. You've run a pass on the system. It's important, especially if you're taking an online course, to ensure that your computer is ready to take the courses, and you click here to make sure that is the case. If it is not the case, you can use another computer, or you can upgrade to meet those requirements. And then the online course refund policy, California, if you're in California, California online cost refund policy, and then online insurance courses. So some more information. These are specific to California, and they're approved by the California Department. So all these terms and conditions. This is general terms and conditions that most people will sign. And then you go now to the next step, right? So this is step 5, and then step 6, you finalize your order. But I may not pass the step because I have a wrong credit card number here. Let's see if this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying a number there. Okay. Expiration date. So let's see here. Expiration in the future. Blah blah blah. If that works, maybe not. All right. Okay. So now that worked. So then I'm in step 6 to finalize my order. So when you come to step 6, you confirm that you're getting a 32-hour California live course. Just double check that you have $29. And then step 7 confirmation. You finalize your order basically. And that should go through. There was an error because it's a wrong credit card, but that gives you the what you need. And then once you're done, you can come here under student access and you can log in and you will see the program. So I can log in here, so you can see because I completed the program. It will ask you authentication, which date you were born, and I can put this and I log in. So here is the course, and now I can enter the course. So the course starts, this is a walkthrough on the course. The course starts right here, and this is an example of the course.
Welcome to our course.
And this is the end of the video. So in this video, I showed you about how you can use PrimeShare, for example, to know when somebody is checking the email and how you can send a group of files to somebody in one shot. And then I also walk you through the registration process of the exam, the links that you can click, and you can see the site is testteachersonline.com/WFG. And then when you're done registering, you just go to Student Center and you can view the video right here. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.